Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be how to get double your product out of your Urban Decay Primer Potion. All you'll need for this is a primer potion, an empty jar, and you can get these at Sephora. This is what they put their samples in, and a sharp knife. Now, if you are under 18, I recommend you have your parent do this because it can be dangerous. And if you are using a brand new primer, you can just use the wand to scoop the product out. But if not, then you'll need a spatula. This is a brand new one, never opened, so I'm just going to use the wand. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Okay, sorry about the mess here. Whoops, and I dropped the lid. But anyway, the first thing you're going to want to do is unscrew your primer. And I'm going to set this aside like right there. Now you will be amazed by how much extra product comes out of this. And don't mind my nails, they're very chipped. You're going to start off by cutting it right here, right in the middle where this lump is right here. And it's really hard to do, but once you get through it like that, you're good. Now, even if you've used this, you will still be amazed. Look at all this. Sorry. That, even if you use this, this would all still be here. And when you're throwing out your primer, when you think it's empty, this is all still in there. So you're wasting like more than half of your product. So then is what you're going to want to do is you're going to take it out like this, scoop it out, see that? And just put it in the thing. And you just want to keep doing it. I mean, look at all that product. When I worked at Sephora, one of the main complaints and why people didn't buy the Urban Decay versus the Too Faced is because of the packaging. The packaging sucks. The product is awesome, but the packaging on the primer sucks. I mean, so much gets wasted, just like I said, but by doing this, you're actually getting your money's worth out of the primer. It's amazing. And then, you know, look at all this. I mean, this all gets wasted. Literally. It's crazy. I mean, look at all that already. I mean, this thing's almost full already. This is the only way I will do my primer. Like, for so long I was wasting so much of it. And it's not done yet. I mean, wait till you see this. Get as much off of there as you can. Set it back down. Now, you take it and you cut it right here. Like, right on that little, right there. Can you see that? Okay. And this part's a little bit more difficult to cut through. This is why I recommend an adult doing this for anyone under 18, because it's very easy to cut yourself. As you can see, I'm having problems with it. Whoops. It can be dangerous, but hold on here. There we go. Woo! See what I'm talking about. Maybe I should try it up a little bit further here, like right here. The more empty room there is, like in the container, the easier it's going to be to cut through, obviously. Okay, here we go. And it doesn't help when the knife is all like slippery from the primer. Just keep working it. Whoops. And I am like nicking my table up here. You just got it. Once you break it through, you're pretty good. Here, hold on here. Okay, I'm going to do this off camera and then I will be right back. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I did have to move up a little bit further to cut it open. And see how much thicker the plastic is there? That's why it was so much more difficult. And that is definitely why I say again, if you are underage, you need to have an adult do this, because it can be, I cut myself right there, as you can see. And that's why it's really important to do it with a very, very sharp knife, because otherwise you won't cut through it. But look at all that. Once again, look at all that. That is like completely, it's like completely filled. I mean, look at all that. It's crazy. And you don't get near this if you don't cut it open. I really wish they changed this packaging and then you wouldn't have to do this. Like if they put it in a squeezy tube, like Too Faced Shadow Insurance, it would just be so much easier. And you wouldn't waste it all. I mean, look how much, I can't show you how much you'd waste, but I cut one open one time that I thought was empty. And that whole middle area was covered. And look at all that. Look at all that. That is all covered down there. And these are all areas you don't reach, like with just the wand, because of the curvature of the packaging. And look at this. This thing is filled. This whole thing is full. I mean, I know a lot of people think that like the inside of the packaging isn't shaped like the outside, but it is, and you're missing all that product. I mean, look at all this. I'm still getting some out. And this is an awesome product. It just, the packaging is what gets so many people. Here we go. I'm still getting some out. There's a big old chunk in there. Hold on here, let me get it. There's still some down in there that I'm missing, and I'm not about to try to cut that open after hurting myself like I have. But there is still some even down in here that I'm not getting. See right there? See all that? I mean, there's still, let me see. See all that? You can still see that there is some down in there. Okay, this is where, hold on here. Let me see how much more I can get out of this. Okay. There we go. Look at all that. Look at all that. Alright, this is where I'm stopping. But as you can see, there's still a bunch more product in there. I mean, you could cut that open if you really wanted to, but I mean, like I said, I'm not killing myself trying to do this, because look how much I've gotten out of this. I mean, this thing is, I'm not kidding you, filled. I don't know what size jar this is, but I mean, it is huge. This is Sephora's large jar, by the way. Like, they give out small jars for samples, and they give out larger ones. This is a larger one, and it is filled. And like I said, I did this once with an empty one, and this whole thing right here was covered to, like, out to here. I mean, it was so much. I mean, look at all that. I just got off that. I mean, I'm still getting so much more out of this thing. I mean, look at all that. See? I mean, I would almost say you get triple the product out of this just by doing this little trick. You get so much out of it. Highly recommend this to everyone. Anyway, that is the end of my video. As you can see here. I hope you all found this helpful. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much. Have a great night.